Be doing some fishing out here today. I thought I'd bring it to you. Kind of had a rough day, so I figured, you know what, I better go out and do some fishing, get my head straight. So here I am. Let's start with getting some lines rigged up. Let me get my liver out. We're gonna fish for catfish today. So here's my liver. Guys, people have been leaving all kinds of junk out here. I'm gonna have to do some trash cleanup. Kind of driving me crazy how much trash people be leaving out here. Gotta take this stuff with me. Yeah. Pull all their line off their reels and everything and just dump it right here. It's horrible. That's not good etiquette, guys. So if you're watching this and you fish, you know, clean up the spots you fish at, right? You're not here to try and make it into a big dump. Ain't no fun to go fish in a dump. Yeah, I headed out to work today, and I've been working for this new guy, doing some pretty hard labor stuff. And I don't mind doing hard labor. You know, I'm a country guy. I do hard labor, right? I dig holes. I clean up after animals. I'll do all that kind of stuff, right? Don't bother me. But don't treat me like an idiot. Don't talk smack to me, you know? That's where I draw the line. It's like, so yeah, that happened today. I was working hard, digging holes and stuff and putting post holes in, and this dude I'm working for decides to come out over there and be like, well, you're obviously not pounding these in there hard enough. Putting all this together, right? And he goes to shake the post that I've been working on, and the post won't move, right? So obviously, I was putting it in there the right way. So I continue to do what I'm doing. Then he grabs the tool and he says, oh, that's not going to work. You got to do it way harder than this, way harder. And it's like, dude, I'm the only one out here working. You know? And fine, you want to say how hard it's got to be pounded in? You know? Okay. But for the past couple weeks, he's been doing this kind of stuff, and this today was just too much. I couldn't take it no more. So I said, you know what, man, I'm going home. That's the end of the day for me. And so I left before we got into an argument, you know? So, yeah, I just left work at that. So anyhow, it wasn't that bad, I guess, now that I verbalize it and stuff, but you know, when you're the only guy out there that's doing the hard part, and a guy walks up and starts telling you that you're not doing it good enough, but it is good enough. I mean, it's as good as anybody out there is doing it, you know. It's upsetting, you know. I mean, I can take constructive criticism, right? I can take constructive criticism, but don't act like I'm doing a shitty job when it's the best job being done. You know, I get the feeling that he's the kind of guy that he just says that it's not good enough no matter what's happening. So you can say that, you know? Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, he wants to be the guy that tells you something's wrong, right? I think he feels that if he doesn't tell you that there's something wrong, that he's not doing his job. And the thing is, it's not his job to tell me something's wrong if there's nothing wrong, you know? Now, if I was being a little sissy and I wasn't pounding the steaks in hard, I could understand, him getting upset, right? Let's see. And wanting it to be redone. I get it. But the thing is, I know what I'm doing. It ain't the first time I've dug steaks for a fence, right? Dug posts for a fence. So, and yeah, he's paying me, so he could stop and say whatever he wants. But I don't know, man. At a certain point, it's about respect, And I just had to get out of there before it turned into a bad situation. I mean, like I said, I work hard. This is the kind of stuff that I do for a living. So I don't mind being out there digging and doing all that. That don't bother me. Painting the house, breathing fumes, whatever it takes. I want to pay my bills. But I want to be treated with some respect. Just a little bit. Not like I don't want anybody to bow down and say thank you, please, or nothing, But don't act like I'm doing a shitty job so you can yell at me. When I know I'm doing a good job. When I know it's satisfactory work that I'm doing. Now, you might be OCD or something and you want it done better. Okay, maybe I shouldn't work for you, I guess. This is what I think happened today. I just got to the point where I was like, I can't work for this guy. He's just too obsessive compulsive disorder, too much. I don't mind if a guy is particular. I'll redo it. I don't know, maybe it was just that it was first thing in the morning and it just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't really know, but I just couldn't take it today anymore. So I was up and out of there. I told him, I'm going home, dude. I ain't doing this. Find somebody else to dig the post hole for you. If the way I'm doing it ain't good enough. I was the only one pounding it. Everybody, there was a guy holding a level, a guy shoveling dirt into the hole, and I had the big heavy pounder, and I was pounding the dirt in around the stake. He wants to come up and tell me that I'm not working hard enough. It just rubbed me the wrong way, I guess. I just don't like being... I don't mind being reprimanded, It happened all my life. Different things. Everybody has it happen sometimes, right? That was a good cast. That was way out there. A little bit of depth on that one. All right. Let's let that boy sit. Let me get my iced tea out. See what everybody's saying. Turn this camera around. Whew. Hey, you're cool too, Tony. See if we can't catch a catfish here. We got a couple of chicken liver baits out there. I gotta put this bait away. It's gonna attract a bunch of bugs, meat bees and shit. Yeah, so I had a rough day at work. Blew out of the job. You know, I didn't say anything rude to the guy, but enough's enough. Know what I'm saying? Stefan, what's happening? You still here with me? Tony, how you doing, man? Appreciate you being here with me. It's pretty warm out here where I'm sitting here like this, right with the sun on my face. I have to change this around a little bit. Here we go. That's better. Yeah, so we got 2 catfish lines on out there. We are waiting for some big old channel cat to come in. Feel like I should reel up some of the slack on this one right here. There we go. That's better. I almost feel like maybe a fish grabbed that and swam towards us with it. That's a lot of slack. Thanks for being here with me, guys. I appreciate you guys. Whew. Oh, it's nice to get out here. Put some lines in the water and chill out. That dude I was working for pissed me off today, man. I gotta say. He was like, just kind of demeaning, you know? Telling you that you're not doing a good enough job when you know you are. You know, and working for people like that eventually makes you feel agitated and not good about yourself, you know? So I had to get out of there. I had to call it quits. You know, so I did. I told him, hey, man, I'm going home. That's it. When can you pay me? You blinked? Yeah, Paul. Well, it happens. It happens to me too, you know, but I just don't. I'll do a live stream when I do a live stream and there's no fish, I just don't leave it on. You know, you see it if you're watching when it happens. But I only post the live streams to the channel. I mean, they're kept in a catalog on my channel, so I could post them. But you know, no need to show everybody me sitting there for 6 hours and no fish, or 3 hours, whatever. I'm hoping for some big cats. We got a chicken liver on, so you know, we got a good possibility we'll get some catfish today. I'm hoping for them. Hoping for the big cats. I think we'll get something. I feel like we will. A couple of nice big pieces of liver out there all wrapped up with threads. So, see what happens. See what happens. Oh, I've seen like 40-pound cats in this lake. So there's some big ones. You know, obviously I don't know what the biggest one is, but there's definitely some big catfish in this lake, Paul. Fenwick. That's a cool last name. Fenwick. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but maybe I am. Sounds like it would be the name of like a baseball stadium or something like that. Fenwick Park. But yeah, we've had 40-pound catfish in this lake. So it does get, there is some pretty good action here from time to time. There's some real big bass. I've just been kind of wanting to catch a big catfish. I've been thinking about trout lately, though. I might switch it up and start doing some trout fishing. But right now we're fishing for catfish. We're still doing catfish. Thank you for being here with me, folks. I appreciate you. Appreciate every one of you guys. What's my personal best? Must have been about 15 pounds from here. So some good size ones. My brother got like a 40-pounder, and I lost a huge one when I was a kid here. I can't say how big it was, but it was like as big as me when I was like 12. So, you know, 12-year-old boy, catfish about the same size as that. I don't know how much it actually weighed. It was not super fat, you know what I mean, but at least as long as me. Yeah, but there's good ones in here. It's definitely worth fishing here. You never know how big of a one you're going to catch here. I don't know if the moon's out tonight. I might come back tonight and fish topwater for bass. Because when the moon's out here, the bass are up on the surface. They do some crazy stuff. And the water's still warm. I'm eating a cherry pie. Through a hold on. Huh. All right. Did you lose the fish or did you get it in? What happened? Oh, yeah. Well, better luck next time. You know, them big old ones, sometimes they get off on you. Not always, though, you know. weather's pretty nice out here. It's not too hot. It is kind of bright right now. I wish I had my sunglasses. Left my damn sunglasses at home. But, you know, gotta make do.
Any luck?
Not yet. I just started about 10 minutes ago, so.
They're out there.
Oh, yeah. We'll get a bite here, I think. You know, patience, right? Fishing has to do a lot to do with patience. If you've got patience, you will master fishing. Where am I fishing? I am on the dam at a place called Lake Wildwood. There should be some big fish here, or there is some big fish here, I should say. Hopefully we catch a big fish today. That's always, you know, in question. I don't know, you know, the question about how big is the catfish there? I would probably say like the biggest one in this lake is probably going to be about 60 pounds. That said, you know, I was at another lake around here that's really not considered to be a catfish lake. And I was fishing out there with anchovies. And I hooked a big catfish. And England, huh? All right. Best of luck. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. You have a great day. Big shells, very sharp. Yeah, you're saltwater fishing on the mussel. Yeah, mussel will cut your line. You know, I never ate mussel up until a couple of years ago. When I tasted some, I was amazed at how good mussel tastes. It's funny because I've been using it for bait since I was knee high, you know. But I just always considered it bait. I never thought of eating it. But then when I did try some good fresh cooked mussel, my goodness. Very, very flavorful. I'd say it's better tasting than oysters. Oysters are all right. You know, I like oysters too, but some good mussels right in there, man. The question is, where do you harvest mussel from, right? You want to get it from a place where there's not a lot of boats, so you don't get oil and gas all in your mussel there, you know. What's happening, Kitten's World? How you doing? Out doing some catfishing. We got 2 chicken liver lines out. We're waiting for a catfish to bite. Pretty day out here. Just gonna try and enjoy myself for an hour or two. See if I can't catch a big fish. It's always nice when it happens. Ooh. Nice cool breeze coming through. Feels good. Gets warm just sitting here. Need a sun hat or an umbrella or something to block the sun. Or I need to go up to the mountains and fish under a pine tree where it's nice and cool. Might try something like that tomorrow morning. Ooh. No bites yet, guys. No bites yet. But if you're just joining, we are fishing for catfish with chicken liver. So, yeah. I'm out here in Northern California, just for some reference of where I'm at. Thank you for being here with me, folks. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Here, let's get up and do a little tour of what's going on here. Okay. So, there's a dam right there, spillway. You can kind of see there's water's a little murky, a little clear. It's not too bad. You know, average catfish water, right? But yeah. Man, this guy with the leaf blower over there is killing me. It's like he's got the leaf blower, he just won't turn the damn thing off. Why is there always a guy with a leaf blower? Just constantly blowing leaves. I don't know. I didn't start noticing it until like the last year or so, but like I think they were always there. I just didn't care. But I'm getting to a point now where I'm like, all right, my dude, turn your leaf blower off. Thank you for joining me, guys. We are fishing for catfish with chicken liver. Trying to get me a big old cat. I think we're gonna get one. I feel like well, usually it takes about 30 to 40 minutes to get a bite from a catfish. It's just how it goes, you know, like it takes a little while. So I put the baits out there about 30 minutes ago. So by my estimates were anywhere from right now to the next 20 minutes, we should have a fish. That's generally how it works. So just letting everybody know, those are usually the time frames, you know, what it takes to catch a catfish. So we just got to keep an eye on these rods. Keep an eye on these rods, and we'll get ourselves a fish here shortly. I'm hoping so. Anybody want to say where they're from? Got a few people on the stream here with me. Let me know what state or part of the world you're at. Anybody? Not today? All right, I get it. Y'all are shy. That's all right. But if you enjoy fishing content, please drop a like. It really does help out the channel. Without liking the channel, nobody gets to see what's going on. So please share either share the channel or like the channel. Give me a thumbs up. That will allow more people to see what's going on, what we're doing out here. Ooh, it's fairly warm out here. Might get some of this lake water and put it over my head. It's pretty clean. Everybody swims in here, so I'm not worried about putting some lake water on my head. Cool me off, you know? Ooh-wee. It's starting to get pretty warm out here, believe it or not. I thought it was going to be nice and cool. It's not so nice and cool. Should have brought my sunglasses. I hope everybody's out there is having a great day. Better day than me. I had a rough day today. You know? Quit my job. Shit happens, right? Yeah. Guy was a jerk though, man. You can't let people belittle you, you know? I don't mind working hard. I like working hard, you know. I mean, I show up early to the job site. I was there before the boss, any of the other workers, you know. I'm the guy doing the hard labor, and he wants to tell me I'm not doing it hard enough. And it's just like, you know what, man? I'm going home. That's what I told him. I'm going home. When can you pay me? He said Friday. I said, all right. See you on Friday. You know, sometimes you just you can't let people treat you like dog poo, man. I mean, I need the money. I want to work, but I'm not going to let somebody belittle me, you know? So I'm here fishing. You know, so it is what it is. It's not all bad, I guess. Yeah, you got to stand up for yourself. You can't let people, you know, crap on you. You know what I mean? You got to stand up for yourself. And yeah, maybe I'm going to have a hard time paying some of my bills this month. But I will get another job within a couple days. It's just, I always do, you know. I was looking for that. I was looking for work when I found that job. So, you know, nothing has changed, right? Same situation as it was a couple weeks ago. The only thing that's different now is I don't have anybody belittling me. And, you know, I could look for some side work, some paint stuff. I don't have to work for a big jerk. Something else. But you got to stand up for yourself. You can't let people step all over you, treat you like you're nothing. It's not. No amount of money is worth that, in my opinion. So, here I am. Which pole will get bit first, left or right? I was trying to do a pole, but it wasn't working. A nice fish just jumped right there. I actually think it was a catfish. Kind of looked like a catfish. I suppose it could have been a carp or something like that, but maybe a little bass. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, guys. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Ooh, there's a lot of pollen blowing off these trees here next to me. All right, it's been 40 minutes that the bait's been out there, so usually you Put catfish bait out, you wait 30, 40 minutes, and you'll get a bite. It's kind of how it is. So I'm assuming we should have a bite in the next 5 to 10 minutes here. Anytime now, really, anytime now. Now the pole on the left-hand side is casted quite a bit farther out than the pole on the right-hand side. So I don't know which one's going to get a bite first. But I kind of feel like the pole on the left-hand side is going to get the first bite. Just because it's so much farther out. Yeah, we should be getting a bite any minute now. Lines have been soaking for about 40 minutes out there. Generally, this is when a catfish comes along and sucks up the bait. So hang in here with me, guys. Drop me some likes. Help me get some more people on the stream. If we can get to 3 or 4 likes, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate that. Ooh, it's a warm one out here. Ain't no shade here. Need to find a spot with a little bit of shade. Or bring my own shade, one of the two. We've got 2 chicken liver baits out there. We're fishing for catfish. We've got, they've been soaking for about 40 minutes now. So I'm expecting a bite very soon. It's kind of what's going on here right now. Generally, you get a bite at about 40, 45 minutes to an hour. It just gives it enough time, the fish enough time to find the food out there, you know? Yeah. Let it soak 30, 40 minutes and it starts to draw in the fish, you know? We're at 45 minutes right now, so yeah, I expect it to have a bite here pretty quick. I'm hoping anyways. You know, that's how it rolls, but I think we should get a bite pretty quick here now. If I stand, I'm a little cooler, it feels like. There's some big catfish out here. They get up to about, I don't know, 60 pounds. So we'll see what happens. If I get one that big, I'm not going to probably get it in. These rods aren't rigged up for that. Well, one of them is. The rod on the right hand side is strong enough to get a catfish in that big. The rod on the left hand side, it would be a war. I would have to play it for a long time. But you never know, you get tired and you pull them up once they're tired. I've caught salmon on it, which was surprising to me. I didn't think I could catch a salmon on it, but it worked. So, you never know. You never can tell, guys, till you give it a shot. You don't know what's going to happen until you try. So try. Always try. See if you can make it work. Whatever you're up to, right? Fishing, camping, work, business. You don't know unless you try. You got to give it a shot. You got to try. Thank you for being here with me, guys. I appreciate every one of you. Still trying to grow the channel. Come on, Mr. Fish. We're due for a fish. Oh, we're due for a bite at least. Right? Right, guys? Time to get a bite. Time for a bite. Come on, guys. Give me some likes. Help me out here. Help me get to 3 likes on the stream. It'll really help the channel. Get a few extra people on here. Nobody can see what I'm doing unless you guys like it. Unless you give me a thumbs up. If you give me a thumbs up, YouTube will share the channel with more people. And more people will be able to see what we're doing. So please, give me a thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up button. Ooh. Thank you all for joining. Appreciate you being out here with me. We are fishing for catfish with chicken liver. So we will see if this does any good here. I finished my little pie I brought with me. It's a pretty good little pie. Pretty good stuff. Cherry pie, my favorite. My favorite is cherry pie. Arizona watermelon lemonade. Can't come out here and be in the sun without it. I don't know. I think I'm going to dip my head in the water. Cool myself off a little bit. Because it's pretty warm. I don't want to be this warm. Yeah, so when I put liver on a hook, I wrap it with thread so it won't just fall off, you know. You got to wrap it or it'll fall off. That's usually what I do because it is pretty nasty. Got to wash your hands off when you're done touching it and stuff. But it works pretty good for the most part. For the most part. I don't know because I catch catfish on night crawlers here too. Right? And you also catch bluegill on night crawlers. You also catch largemouth bass on night crawlers. So unless you're specifically fishing for catfish, yeah, just use the worms. Or yeah, unless you're specifically fishing for catfish, just use worms. But if you really just want catfish, chicken liver works. And today I'm after a big catfish, so that's why I just got 2 chicken liver baits out there. 2 chicken liver baits. No, never put tasty cakes on a hook. Thank you for joining, guys. I appreciate you. I am fishing for catfish with liver. We're up here in Northern California. And I appreciate every one of you guys for tuning in and watching and being part of the stream. I really do. I really, really do. Thank you for any support you can offer, whether it's a heart or a big thumbs up. I really need those big thumbs up, or a subscription. If you subscribe, that's the ultimate right now. Hopefully we catch ourselves a big old fat catfish here. I think we're going to have one pretty soon. I feel like it anyhow. All right, folks, we're trying to get to 3 thumbs up. So if anybody out there feels generous, please drop me a like. That would really help me out right now. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Got some snacks for you. We're fishing for catfish with chicken liver. They've been soaking for about 50 minutes, 55 minutes. We are due for a fish to bite any minute now. That doesn't mean they will, but now would be a good high likelihood of the time that they would bite. Just saying, guys. If you're just joining, this channel does a lot of outdoor content. We do a lot of fishing. We do some hiking information on different places to go hiking and camping. So if you're into that kind of stuff, consider subscribing. We do a couple videos a week, maybe more. So yeah, that's what we're up to. So stick with me, guys. We're trying to catch a catfish now. All right. I got 16 people with me now. Appreciate y'all being here. Welcome, welcome. Please consider dropping us a like so we can get a few more people on the stream. It really does help out. We are fishing for catfish with chicken liver. Hold up, guys. I gotta get some water on my head. It's pretty warm out here. Oh, that's better. Ooh. Oh, about 10 degrees cooler. Much better. I think you're looking right at the poles right there. Yeah, it was just getting really hot. Had to get my head in the water there. Much better. I feel like 1,000 times better. I was getting like overheated sitting out here in the sun. There's no shade here in this spot. Like you're just right in the sun the whole time. So you got to find a way to cool yourself. I brought a cold drink and stuff, but it's just not quite enough, even like on these cool days. And this spot during the summer, it gets to be like 105 right here. And it's just untouchable. Like, I mean, you can come early in the morning, just after dark and stuff, you know, or just before dark, but to fish into the night. But you can't really fish the spot during the day. I mean, you can come out here for like 20 minutes, you know, and try and cast a line or two, but really it's just so intense that it's just not worth it. Like I don't even try and do it. I don't attempt it, you know. All right, put you guys back in this spot. I think that's a good spot. Ooh. So I can't see the comments down here, but you can see me, and I'll try and just keep talking to you. So there's no bites yet. These baits have been in the water for about an hour. It's about high time for a bite to happen. This is generally like the biting period, anywhere from 40 minutes to like an hour and a half is generally when you're going to get a bite from the catfish. You know, because your bait's out there stinking it up and the fish are finding it. At least that's the idea. So, yeah, that's what's happening. That is what's happening. Oh, I feel so much better after dipping my head in the water. But being in a different place. Ooh. Feels nice out here right now. The cool water. Well, what do you guys think? Not a bad view, right? Come on, subscribe to my channel, and I promise to bring you more fishing. I think I'm gonna go trout fishing tomorrow. And then I'll do another stream this weekend too, on top of that. So I'll try and do like 3 or 4 live streams this week. You can check out my shorts. On my shorts, I catch a big catfish right here in the spot. It's pretty cool. I've caught a bunch of big bass right here also. Check out the channel. Country boys can survive. Country boys can survive. Can't starve us out. Can't make us run. I like that old country music. Make your own wine. And too many things these old boys can't do. Oh boy. Come on, Mr. Fish. Bring me a fish. I'm ready for a fish fight. Come on. Damn already. All right, all right, all right. Well, folks, drop me a like, please. Help me out. Help me get some more people on the stream. I know you all want to see a fish get caught, but I'm doing my best. But I need some likes. I need to get at least 3 or 4 likes on there. Come on, guys. Hook me up. Help me out. Help me out, guys. I'm struggling. I need your help. I need you to push that like button. Smash that thumbs up. Come on now. It don't hurt. It don't cost you nothing. It's still free. All right, y'all keep an eye on these fishing poles. I'll be right back. saying. Look at this super cool rubber worm I found. Look at that bad boy. Little sparkles on him and everything. I'm keeping that one. Putting that one in my bag. That one's like guaranteed to catch some fish. Oh, there's some wind. That's good. That makes me feel better. Heck yeah. Wind is good. Sit down right here. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. I think we'll get a fish here pretty quick. I feel like we're going to have a fish here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. All right, we got 3 likes. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. You know, I'm out here baking in the sun for you, trying to catch a fish. You know, the more likes I can get, the better. If we can get to 4 likes right now, that's totally awesome. I appreciate every one of you guys tuning in and watching this. We are fishing with chicken liver for catfish. You still there, Tank? Woo! I'll put you guys back up in the camera holder. Because I feel like it's a good vantage point for the right there for what's going on here. Wabbada 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 woo. Mr. Fishy, come by you. Gotta do some, you know, magic here every now and then. Get these fish to come up and bite. It didn't work. What do you know? I would have thought that would have worked. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 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 Here, little fishy, fishy, fishy. Remember, keep your fishing spot clean. We're not trying to trash the place. I don't mind giving out fishing spots, but we got to keep them clean. You know, we got to work together on keeping them clean, even if we're not out here together. You know? if we all work together on keeping the fishing spots clean, if I pick up trash that I didn't leave, but when I come to a spot, if I see trash here, I pick it up, and you all do the same, guess what? We're making a difference. We're making a big difference. You know, because like right now, there's fishing line just all spread through the grass here, and it's not right. Like we shouldn't have this much fishing line just everywhere. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Of course, I've left some fishing line behind by accident. You know, but for the most part, we need to be keeping up on that as a group. As if you're a fisherman, you know, a fisherwoman, fisher person, and you lose some fishing line, you do the best you can to ball it all up and take it with you. You know, put it in your trash can when you get home. Make sure it doesn't stay at the lake. Make sure it doesn't blow around, because it's not good. You know, and then all these new braided lines. I mean, I get it. The braided line is tough. It's strong, right? But braided line does not break down very easy. And if you leave a spool of braided line along the shoreline, guess what? It's going to be there for like years. Whereas the monofilament, it will break down and just turn into, you know, small pieces, which is a lot better than leaving like a bunch of material that will basically turn into a big net and trap for anything that gets tangled in it. So that's my take on that. Clean up after yourselves. Clean up after the fishermen around you. But, you know, you don't have to go out of your way to clean up around other people. But if you go to a spot where you're going to sit there and fish and there's trash laying around, hey, why not have you know, an extra trash bag with you that you could toss a few things in before you leave? You know, if we all do that every time we go out, all those fishing spots will be in a lot better shape. I might even do a video on coming to places like this, just with like a trash bag, and just pick up some trash just so it's clean, you know? So people can't say that fishermen are the problem, you know? Because some environmentalists get it twisted and think that we don't care about the environment, that they think that we're the ones out, you know, destroying the environment and stuff. And hey, look, in my experience, outdoors people, whether it be hunters or fishermen, they want to take care of the outdoors more than almost anyone else, because they are the ones that go out and enjoy it. So, you know, and that's how it should be. If you're the ones out there enjoying it, you should be taking care of it. It only makes sense, right? See if anybody's commented anything. Let me check it out. No comments. 24 people. Hey, thank you so much. Drop me some likes, guys. I need it. We're only down to 2 likes right now. Woo! Warm out here. Ain't got no fish yet. Well, I thought maybe the rod on the left-hand side maybe was getting a nibble for a second. Maybe not. Well, you know, that's why they call it fishing, guys. You're not just out here catching the whole time. A lot of work to put in before you get a big fish. Especially these damn catfish. I'll fish and fish for these guys. I don't always get them. But I try, and I don't quit. Oh, that looked like that was a nibble, huh? If it was just the wind blowing on it. Country boys can't survive. Yeah. Country boys can't survive. 'Cause you can't starve us out. You can't scare us off. Little Hank Williams. And the dogs and me. Got a shotgun, rifle, and a four-wheel drive. 'Cause the country boy can't survive. I got those things. Shotgun. Well, I don't have a rifle, but I got the shotgun. I got the four-wheel drive. Got the wife and the kids. That song fits me. I can catch a catfish from dusk till dawn. That is when they bite. And the moon's going away, so the fish will be back. The catfish will be back out. I don't know. I find that like when there's a full moon out, the catfish don't bite so much. You would think that like it was going to be a good thing for catfish, but catfish don't seem to like the full moon. I think they think there's too much light out. You catch bass on a full moon. You got a full moon, you can go bass fishing, toss some topwater lures, you know, kill it. And it kills it. All right, folks. I got 19 people with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for being here. We're fishing for catfish with chicken liver. And we're going to be going for at least another half an hour. Thank you guys so much. Hey, please drop me a thumbs up. Please smash that like button. I need your support. I really do. I need that support, guys. All right. Waiting for that catfish. Oh, this looks like it needs to turn a little. Right there, centered up. Mm-hmm. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. Bloody catfish. Gotta cool off. That was my hand, not the fish. Yes, sir. Feel a million times better out here with the cool water on you. Starts getting hot sitting up here. Waiting for these damn fish to bite. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching my channel. I appreciate every one of you. I can't tell you enough how much it means to me when I get subscribers, when I see on my, when I finish the live and I look and see that I got 5, 10, 15 new subscribers. You know, that's how I grow the channel. So, you know, that's why I do the live streams. So at the end of the day, I can look back and say, hey man, I got, you know, 5, 10 new subscribers. I'm getting closer to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. You know, that's what I'm at right now. 642 subscribers is what I was at when I started this live. So if I could get, you know, 10 or 15 subscribers, that would be great. Of course, it helps when I catch fish, but you know, that's not all. I mean, I could sit here and catch bluegill. You know, I could sit here and catch bluegill, but I'm trying to catch you guys some big fish. Now I might go for some trout this weekend because we're getting into that fall weather, and sometimes you get some big trout. So I don't know. I might do that. We might do that. See what happens. Man, we're going to be coming up into November already. We're hitting wintertime. Just jamming right through fall and headed into winter. Wintertime is good fishing for trout. So I was thinking probably start warming up, doing a little bit of trout fishing here and there. I will continue to fish for catfish up until the water gets real cold and they kind of shut off. They're not shut off yet. I'm just having a slow day. But I'd like to head out to Clear Lake. And then in November, I forget what day it is. I think it's like November 15th or something. The Dungeness crab season opens. And it would be really nice to head out to the coast and go fish for Dungeness crab. I like to go up to Eureka, California, Humboldt Bay. And there's a great spot to fish for Dungeness crab there. I know a couple of really good spots for Dungeness crab there. So that would be something you guys might want to watch, because that's a blast. That is a blast because we clean up. We clean up. I'm thinking about taking my my raft out to the ocean this year, and just going out a little ways and dropping my crab traps right there, and fishing my crab traps like that, because I know there's so many crabs. I don't have to go out very far to use them and load up on Dungeness crab, because you can get decent rock crab right off the rocks and things, but man, you want the Dungeness crab. You know, they got those good knuckles with all that super tasty. I'm getting excited talking about it now that I'm thinking about it. Won't be some duck, because these catfish, they're fun to catch and things. I might eat one every now and then, but not so much. Because generally I do it for everybody to see, you know, so people got some good content. But I eat every one of them Dungeness crab I catch. And if I get a good fish too, I'll fish. I caught a halibut last time I was out there Dungeness crab fishing. So, you know, it's all good, you know. Can't beat it. Cannot beat it with a 10-foot stick. Let's see if we got any new comments. Oh yeah. Well, I'm trying to catch catfish. Pretty boy Cash. Yeah, I'm trying to catch catfish and no luck yet. But I've been going for it. And thank you guys for the like. I see I got another like on the stream. That's awesome. Thank you all so much. I've got chicken liver for bait, and we've got 2 lines out, as you can see. And yeah, that's what we're doing. We're fishing for catfish. We're just seeing what we can have happen here. Let me check something real quick, real fast. All right. Yeah, so that's the deal, guys. That's what's happening short term here in the fishing world. Dungeness crab season is getting ready to get going. And from what I understand, for California anyways, Dungeness crab. In California, this year's Dungeness crab season should be bumper crop. So last year, the Dungeness crab season was kind of womp-womp. But it was because there was a lot of little undersized crab. Well, those little undersized crab are going to be grown-up adults now. So we're going to have an abundance of grown-up adults this year. We can all go out and harvest. And I think it's like every 4 or 5 years, you run into like a period where there's an abundance of small ones. So we were at that low last year, and we're going to be coming into some highs as the years go by the next couple of years. So that's good to know, right? At least that's what the fish biologists were talking about. I always want to listen to them fish biologists. They know more about what is going on than even us fishermen. We have an idea, but, we know how to catch the fish. But when something changes, sometimes the fishermen don't really understand what's happening. But generally, the fish biologists will know what's happening. Why the change happened. That's what they're paid to do anyways. Country boy can survive, yeah. Country boys can survive. Man, I am just waiting for one of these rods to bend over. I feel like it's coming. I feel like it's going to happen. It just has not happened yet. Whisker Biscuit. No luck today, man. I subscribed to your channel last night, by the way. I liked a few of your videos and made a few comments. Yeah, man, that blue cat you caught there's some nice blue cats I seen you holding up, man. There's some good fish you guys got. Whisker Biscuit's got some good content out there, everybody. Go ahead and support Whisker Biscuit. You're welcome, brother. Yeah, Hank Williams soundtrack on your videos is awesome, dude. Country boy can't survive. That's a good mix. Woo! Getting warm again. Seems like every time I sit down in this damn chair, I just start getting cooked. Gotta be standing up. Gotta be standing up and it stays cooler. Just more airflow over my body, I guess. Yeah, I imagine we'll get something here in a minute. I don't know. Fishing's been slow today. I'm sticking it out though. Oh, sit down here next to those rods. I'm gonna hang out here for a while longer. I don't know how long, but for a while. See how big of a fish we can catch. I feel like we should have had a bite already, but I've been paying pretty close attention to these rods and I haven't seen no bites. So just waiting now. Just waiting. I was looking over my shoulder there for a second. I didn't get a bite, did I? Yeah, it is. It's gorgeous here. It's gorgeous here a lot of days. Got to be honest. As long as it's not too damn hot. It's so damn hot out here. Dry heat. 105, 110. Not today. Today it's like perfect, to be honest. Today it's like perfect. But it's still warm. You just sit in the sun. It starts to heat you up after a while. I gotta like get my Zen on here. Said Indian style. Oh, an umbrella. I was saying that earlier. I need to bring an umbrella with me out here. Yeah. Yeah, it gets pretty warm. It definitely gets pretty warm. You know, I wish there was like a way fans could make like a ringing sound or alert me that something was happening on the stream, you know, without just being comments. Because like I could be right here fishing, but like if I close my eyes for a second and I don't see the fishing pole bob, like if there's a fish biting, or if I look away and you guys see the fish biting, you know, but I don't, you know what I mean? I wish there was I mean, you could always say, you know, hey, there was a bite on the rod on the left or the right, but it would be just kind of nice if there was like a ringer that you guys could hit, like alert, you know. I guess I just got to pay attention to the rods. I do. I rarely look away, but I just thought it would be kind of a cool interactive thing we could have going on. Yeah, so we've got 2 lines out. We've got chicken liver wrapped. No nibbles. It's a slow day for sure. I just want to say thank you to the guys that have been hanging in there watching. Or even if you just joined, thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys so much. I can't express it. But, you know, I'm not giving up just yet. We're going to keep fishing for a while. So thank you for being here. Please support the channel. You know, a like, a comment, a share, however you feel like doing it. It's awesome. Right? That's what I was thinking. YouTube made like a ringtone or something while you're on live. You know, and maybe make it to where only the... See, I'm going to do something for you right now, Whisker. You are now a standard moderator, Whisker Biscuit. So, and here's the deal on my channel is I don't like people using foul language. So if you see somebody that's doing foul language, all you have to do is give them a timeout. Don't kick them off the channel for good, but you know, you could give them a timeout, 10-minute timeout or something like that. And you don't even have to do that if you don't feel like doing it. But I thought you're a pretty cool guy. I like your content. You could be a moderator on my channel for sure. I hope everybody's having a good day out there. Thank you for joining me. Oh, there's one. There's. Yeah, he's on. He's on. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, he's taking line. Oh. Out around the rock he comes. Let's see if I can get this fat boy in this net. Woo! I'll make sure this is all functioning right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Whew. Look at that hog of a catfish, guys. Man, that's the biggest one I've caught here for a while. Damn. Look at that. Yeah. All right, I gotta take the hook out. And he's from the tip of my fingers up to my shoulder. Whew. He choked that one. I gotta get my pliers. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, big dog. Get that net off you. Oh, there it goes. Got it out. Didn't actually need the pliers, but I had them. Woo! The hell of a fish. Oh, he's heavy. I don't know how much he weighs, but he weighs a lot. Let's get him back here. Whoa. Almost slipped into the water. Look at that belly on him, huh? There he goes. Woo! Hell yeah. Whew. Oh, that was one of the best fish I've caught out here in a long time. Damn. Thank you for the support, Whisker Biscuit. Woo! All right, let's keep going. Yes, that was a good one. Boy, it took the breath out of me. I ran up there to the car to get my pliers real fast, and it was already. When I got back down here, I just kind of pulled on it, and it. Damn it! This one hung up, or no? Leave that one there. All right. Rebait. That was a good one. That was a nice fish. Gotta toot my own horn on that one. That was the biggest one I've had out here. Catfish fishing. So that makes me happy. That bait sat for an hour and 40 minutes before that fish came and ate it up. An hour and 40 minutes. Patience, guys. Gotta have that patience. Whew. I love it. See, now that one of them came up, there's probably another one coming with them. There's usually a couple of them. You know, there's usually a few of them. All right, this big liver will do. Let's see. Yeah. Man, I've been waiting for that one out here, huh? All right. Liver's balled up. And see, this one was not as far out as the other rod. Wow, that was a heavy cat. That was a heavy cat. He's a good fighter, too. Whew. Heck yeah, that was what I was trying to do. Yeah, I was gonna use these pliers to get that hook out, but it just popped out when I gave it a little tug once I got down here with the pliers. Whoa, whoa. Took a little spill there. Yeah, that was a good channel cat. Whew. I need to get a scale. I have a scale. Yeah, they get bigger in here too. But that was a good one. For sure. Thank you for the support, Whisker Biscuit. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, but you get them big old blues out there. I mean, you might not have gotten a channel cat that big, but I've seen them blues you got on those videos you made. Them suckers are fat. That's some good stuff right there. I'll bet you there's some good. That was a good eating fish that I just had in my hands here. And if I needed meat at home, I would have taken him home. But they put some funny stuff in the water here to keep the water clear. And I don't particularly want to be eating the fish that got that chemical in the water with them. But man, it does make some good videos though. I got another lake just down the road. Oh, I think I might be getting a nibble. I got another lake just down the road that I keep the fish from. I go trout fishing there, and there's some big catfish there too. I should probably try and do some catfishing over there. I can bring some catfish home. Yeah, that was awesome. God, I've been waiting for that one for a couple days out here. Wow, that's a big boy. That guy had a belly and a half on him. He sucked it up. It was a good one, man. That was one of the better catfish, too. I've had bigger ones out here, but I'll tell you what, if I get a fish any bigger than that, I'm going to need a bigger net, because this net, he barely could fit in all there, you know? Any bigger and it would not have fit at all. Yeah, I don't think I would have got him in the net if he wasn't so dang tired. See, my line's tugging a little. I left it kind of loose. It's got some tension on. I'm not sure if that's the wind or what. Oh, there's a catfish down there just gently pulling on it. I don't know. Remains to be seen. Let me see what time it is real fast. It's about 2 o'clock. All right. Seems like I get some fish here about 1, 2 o'clock. Last big catfish I caught here was at about 1 o'clock. That one was just about, what, 1:40. So there's fish that bite here just after noon is what I'm seeing. Probably get another one right now, I'll bet you. Or get bites from another one. But it's kind of funny because I hadn't had any bites all morning, and then just bam, that guy sucked it down. You know? Yeah, it would be wonderful to get one more. Well, I ain't quitting yet. We're going to be fishing for a while longer. Let's see what happens. For all you that just joined, I just got a catfish as long as my arm. From like the fingertips to my shoulder. And he was fat. The big old fat catfish. I'll make a short out of that video. But, yeah, good stuff. Woo! Maybe we can get one more still. I like catching them big fish, man. I like catching big fish. I don't get too much enjoyment out of catching little fish. Like, I like trout fishing because they're good to eat. But you know, unless you catch a big trout, a 22-incher, which is then it's like a war, right? Unless you catch something over 20 inches, they're kind of easy to catch, you know, like they just kind of, they're not that hard fighting. And I do like trout fishing, don't get me wrong. But these catfish put up a fight, man. I mean, I got 18-pound test line on that rod, and he was taking line, you know? He's pulling line out. You ain't gonna see no rainbow trout do that. Maybe up on Lake Tahoe you get like a 30-incher or something. But yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good catfish. Yeah, one more nice one would be super sweet. I kind of get the feeling there's another one down there. Usually they don't go by themselves, you know? My phone is so beat up. If you could see the screen on this phone, you'd be like, how does it function? I got to get a new one. It's time for a new one before it just stops working altogether. So much battery power I got left. 42. I'm going to put a little more slack in this line. I think that's a little better. I don't remember tightening it that much. I think the wind is kind of blowing on it, causing it to be tighter than what I left it. Waiting for another big... Oh, we're losing connection, huh? Y'all hear me? Anybody out there hear me? All right. So I just landed, God, it must have been 15 pounds, 15-pound catfish. I'm hoping we can get another one now. That was a big fish, though. Cool, Whisker Biscuit. Thank you. On my end, it said that I lost connection for a little bit. Well, the good thing is I had that bait out there for about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. I got that big catfish. Now I got more bait out there in the same vicinity. So what brought that fish in the smell from that bait is still in the water, is what I'm trying to say. So there should be more fish in the vicinity that were looking for that bait. Now find the fresh bait that I just put on. I would hope. So that's what we're hoping happens. One more big fish, please. One more big fish. That was a hog. I gotta admit, that thing had a big belly on him. That was a big fish. Hopefully there's another one like that out here. Maybe a bigger one. That'd be awesome. If I can get like a 20, 25 pound fish, something like that. You know, these channel cats, they're different from the channel cats in Clear Lake. The channel cats in Clear Lake have bigger heads. I don't know if there's like a slight variation in the genetics or something. There must be. Because the channel cats I get in the lakes over here on the Sierra slopes, they're just not built like the channel cats out in Clear Lake, California. Clear Lake is like 100,000-year-old lake or older. And it's got these giant channel cats in it that you don't see fish like that at like any other lake. So I just think maybe it must be like a special breed of channel cats in Clear Lake versus the ones kind of like a northern strain largemouth bass versus a Florida strain largemouth bass. Like there's channel catfish all around the state of California, but then there's the Clear Lake channel catfish, which is like a special breed all into its own, much more aggressive and larger than, say, the channel catfish that would appear here. Biggest one you caught was 3 pounds? Well, it's a fish. Thank you for the like, whoever dropped that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, the more likes we can get, the more people will tune into the stream. It's just how the algorithm works. The YouTube algorithm. Woo! Yeah, that was fun. That last catfish I caught, that was fun. I wish I'd catch more of those guys that size. Maybe so, or maybe the blue cats eat up all the food for them so they don't get a chance to grow very big, you know? But then, yeah, I mean, anything's possible. Because, like in Clear Lake, California, the catfish is the dominant species. The channel catfish is the dominant species in the lake. You know, far more dominant than largemouth bass. There's a lot of largemouth bass there. Like they have bass tournaments and all this good stuff going on there. And there's a lot of fish there. But there's by far more channel catfish and big channel catfish. I mean, you'll see people catch 10, 15, 20, 25 pound catfish any given day. You know, that's just a common occurrence there. And then they'll have a tournament every year, and the winner is usually a 30-some pound channel catfish. And that's just Clear Lake, you know. So we're not at Clear Lake. This is Lake Wildwood. So this is a different animal altogether. But it's an excellent bass fishery, and it's an excellent catfish fishery. So, you know, there's also an enormous amount of bluegill in this lake. So there's plenty of food for the bass and the catfish. Clear Lake, on the other hand, has a ton of crappie. If you go out on a small boat with some live minnows, you'll get a boat full of crappie in no time. And those suckers taste amazing. I know everybody says the mercury. Hey, look, if you're willing to eat tuna, tuna's got way more mercury than a crappie from Clear Lake. Yeah, and them blue catfish, and them flatheads, they be eating everything up down there. They probably do eat the 2 and 3 pound channel cats once they get big enough to where they think that they're tough to start swimming around out in the bottom of the deep. They probably just get swallowed like a damn minnow. We've got 2 catfish lines out with chicken liver on. We've landed 1 large catfish. It was probably about 15 pounds. That's what's happening out here. Just waiting for another big cat. Waiting for another big cat. Please consider liking the stream. It helps get more people on the channel. We're fishing for catfish with chicken liver. We've caught 1 big catfish so far. About 15 pounds, as long as my arm, from fingertip to shoulder. So there's some big fish biting. But it's kind of slow, to be honest. £98 blue cat out of a kayak. Damn. I don't think I saw that one. I have to page through your channel some more. No, I don't think I saw that one. I would have remembered that. That's wild. Out of a kayak. Biggest fish I caught out of a kayak was it was like a 24-inch rainbow trout up on Lake Tahoe. And the damn thing was pulling me around. So I imagine a 98-pound catfish and a kayak is going to be towing the kayak around like a man. It's just going to be yanking you around. It's going to be yanking you around. If you are just joining, I've got chicken liver on. We're fishing for catfish. We've landed one big catfish. Yeah, so that's what's happening. Hope everybody's day is going good for them. Stand up and stretch my legs a little here. Put you guys in the camera holder. There we are. Yeah, so if you're just joining, we're fishing with catfish or with chicken liver, and we're fishing for catfish. We've got 2 lines out. We caught one big catfish, about as long as my arm. Hope we get one more, and I'm hoping you stay with me to see that happen. Yeah, that was a good one. It was a good fight. That was a good fish. Feels good. My chair, move it over here. Well, it's been a success because we did catch fish. I would like to catch another fish, but it has been a success. This has been a fishing video because there's fish in it. don't know, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon. I've been out here for 2.5 hours already. But I'll wait a little longer. See if we don't catch a catfish while I'm waiting. Man, that was a good one. I haven't caught a catfish that size. Well, since I was out at Clear Lake, I caught a bigger one than that out there. But that was a good one that I just got. He's heavy. Heavy fish. Clean looking too. Nice and clean. His whole body was healthy. His whole body was nice and healthy. No, nothing funky on him. No parasites or anything. Just a big, clean fish. Big, healthy cat, channel cat. All right. Let me check what time it is. I might have to get out of here. I want one more fish, but the world. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. I keep fishing for a while. For some reason I thought it was 3 o'clock already. And keep fishing. Wow. I'll check it out, Whisker Biscuit. It's looking calm out here again. Boy, I'm like suddenly pretty hungry. Like I want a sandwich or something. Like I ate a good little sandwich before I came out here. But I suppose, that was lunchtime already. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you being here. This is Torres, Free and Independent. Fishing adventures, outdoor adventures. We're fishing for catfish today. I've got 2 chicken liver baits out there. And we've caught 1 large catfish already. So big fish are biting, which is the good news. The bad news is that it's a little slow. But hey, that's why they call it fishing, not catching. However, we have done some catching. So hang in there with us. and we'll get some more big fish. If you haven't liked the stream, please do so. It helps get some more people on the channel. Help me get to 5 likes, guys. If you haven't liked the stream, please do so. Yeah, I guess so. Built myself up an appetite. I'm going to a party at my sister's house tonight. There's supposed to be a lot of good cooked food there. So I'm looking forward to that. I should probably go there with a big appetite. Thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. We are fishing for channel catfish with chicken liver. We're up here in Northern California. I got one big channel catfish today. Trying to get one more for you. Thank you for joining. Please drop a like if you haven't already. Help me get to 5 likes. Welcome, folks. We are fishing for channel catfish. We got chicken liver for bait. And I've got one big catfish so far today. Hoping to get one more for you. All right, we got to 5 likes. I appreciate that so much. I got to say thank you to whoever dropped that. I can't say that enough. We are fishing for big catfish. And I'm just hoping I can get one more for you guys. Up here in Northern California today. The weather is about perfect. It's pretty warm, but not hot. Let me put it that way. All right. Six likes. It's showing 5 on mine. I don't know what's going on. It's also showing 0 people, but I know you must be on. I'm not sure. It's mixed up. I don't have too many people watching right now, I don't think, but that's all right. You know, if I get the footage, you know what I mean? If I catch another big fish right now, I can cut that into a short later on. And the shorts always get lots of people or lots of views. So I think the live streams work great to get subscribers. And you know, a funny thing I've noticed is I could sit out here and catch bluegill, and people love it. You know, because it's like constant action, you know. Whereas if I sit here and I wait and fish, you know, for some good quality fish, you don't have that many people watching. They're like, yeah, whatever. I do notice that the kind of the trick is to have like 2 lines out for catfish, and then just keep another line for a bluegill that you toss out, you know. Catch a bluegill every now and then, just to keep like
the audience entertained while you're waiting for that big fish to come. It seems like a pretty smart method. I just get tired of catching bluegill, buying worms. Like if I'm buying chicken liver to go fishing, that's enough bait. You know, I don't want to buy chicken liver and worms just to go fishing. You do catch catfish on worms, but the chicken liver catches more fish, more catfish. So that's why I use that.
It's a beautiful day out here. Beautiful day. Welcome to the channel, guys. Appreciate you being here with me. We are fishing for channel catfish with chicken liver, and we are trying to get to 6 likes. Trying to get one more like. Help me out, guys. If you haven't liked the stream, please do so. My channel's name, if you didn't notice, is Free and Independent, Torres Fishing Adventures, and Outdoor Adventures. So it's really just Free and Independent, but the description is adventures and outdoor lifestyles. So that's what I try and portray. You know, we're out here catching fish and enjoying ourselves, or myself. But sometimes I have my kids with me, and we'll come out fishing together and see what we can catch, see what we can do. Yeah, so I just want to welcome everybody that's just joined the stream. We've been fishing for catfish for a couple hours. We've got chicken livers on for bait. We had one big channel catfish about as long as my arm, fingertip to shoulder. Real good fight. So we're hoping for another one right now. So please hang in there. Please stay with me for a while. See if we can't get one more big catfish. It is. It's pretty nice. The problem with this lake is it's all private except for where I'm at. I'm at the one public fishing spot. And everything you see is private. They won't let you launch the boat on it. That's all right. I got a boat down on the Delta. I fish for striper and salmon and stuff down there. This is just close to my house, so I can come here and fish without having to really spend any gas money or leave home. You know, there's also another lake right down the street from me here. I need to do some live streams from down there. It's just the signal's not quite as good. Where there's good trout fishing. There's some bass and catfish there too, but it's mostly just a trout lake. And I should go down there and do some live streams. It's pretty cool. Pretty nice lake. And the water there is super clean, like super clear. It's almost like drinking water. These guys are going to go wakeboarding. Yeah, the bass here are very aggressive. So I like to use like a minnow or a small bluegill when I'm fishing for the bass, and they smash them, man. I thought the catfish would smash them too, but they just don't seem to. They just don't seem to. They seem, and which is weird because I have seen catfish try and eat bluegill, right? Like while they're swimming around, you see a catfish swim up and try and eat them with its mouth all the way open. So I know they eat bluegill, but I'll put them out here for bait and it just doesn't happen. I'll catch a bass. I'll catch bass on cut bluegill. Sometimes you'll catch a catfish on cut bluegill, but not the live one. On the live ones, you almost always get like a 5 pound to 4 pound largemouth. What I was saying earlier though is this spot is on fire when there's a full moon at night. If you come down here at night with like a hula popper and fish on a full moon, look out. You're going to land some monster bass. Monster bass. Yeah, I don't know I know the catfish get bigger than the bass, which is why I'm after the catfish right now. But that said, I have seen some giant bass in this lake. like one time I was fishing with my brother in the back of this lake, and we were fishing rubber worms, right? And my brother tossed a rubber worm into the back of this long cove, and he could see this big bass come out and just gobble up the night crawler, the rubber worm. And So he sets the hook, and he gets the big bass on, and next thing you know, this big bass is just peeling line off his rod, jumps up out of the water, and I swear it was like a 15. I mean, we were kids, so we were like, it's a world record, but it had to be at least 15 pounds, and it just jumped up and broke the line and took off, But yeah, there's some giant bass. See, because what they did was back in the 80s, or it was in the 90s, I'm not sure exactly when they did it, but they planted Florida strain largemouth bass in this lake, which get enormous, So that it's not normal bass that live in here. They get those giant Florida strain largemouth bass out here in California, which, I think is illegal for them to do now, but they did it way back in the day, and they've just thrived. So that's what's here. But yeah, I find the best way to catch those big bass is with a live bluegill. And my phone is telling me I'm running out of battery juice. We've got enough to keep going for a little while, see what happens here. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should bring another bass rod with me. And then just I was doing that one day. I caught a couple of nice bass while I was doing it. I was fishing a hula popper, and I was getting some topwater action while I was fishing for the catfish. And it works, It works. It keeps people entertained while you're bait fishing for catfish, because it can take a while, to bait fish for catfish. I get it. People want to see some action while you're fishing, unless you're a hardcore fisherman, and you understand, hey, this takes a while. Most of the people that are watching YouTube stuff, people are just used to instant gratification, So yeah, you got to mix it up. Catch some bluegill, catch some bass, have that catfish line out there, and then you'll have people entertained while you're waiting for that big catfish. That's how you got to do it. You got to have a game plan. And that's a pretty good game plan if you're going to be live streaming while fishing. The thing is, you're only really supposed to use 2 rods. I have a 2-rod stamp here in California, so yeah. I could fudge it though, I suppose. Maybe I could have 1 catfish rod in, and then 1 bass rod that I'm working rubber worms and topwater lures and stuff with. But that is a good idea, Whisker Biscuit. I'll do something like that. But today was kind of spur of the moment. I don't know if you saw the beginning of the live stream, but I was talking about how I quit my job today. The guy I was working for was just such a... I'm out there digging post holes, right? And I got a guy holding a level on the post, and I got a guy putting dirt back in the post, back in the hole, and I got the big digging rod, and I'm pounding the dirt down, right? And I'm pounding and pounding away. I have the guy put like 6 inches of dirt in. I pound that down. I have him put another 6 inches of dirt in. I pound that down, right? Because it's a 24-inch deep hole. And Have him put some more dirt in. I'm pounding that down. Here comes the boss, right? The boss is like, hey, I bet you haven't been pounding that in, right? You know? And he's been doing this to me for days, right? I bet you haven't been pounding that in very good. You know, you got to really hit that hard. And I told him, well, actually, I've been pounding it really good and making sure that it's compacted well. And he walks over and he grabs the post and he tries to shake it, and the post won't shake because I've been pounding it in properly. And then so I have the guy shovel a little more dirt in there, and I start pounding the dirt in, and then he grabs the digging rod out of my hand, or the pounding rod, and he goes, you're not doing it hard enough. You got to pound the dirt harder than that. And I thought to myself, you know what, man, I just can't. I can't. I says, you know what, I'm going home. That's enough for today, you know. And so I went home and I asked him, when can you pay me, dude? You know? And so he says, on Friday. And I says, all right, good enough. You know, I wasn't going to sit there and argue with him about it. But then I just left and went home after that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going fishing. I can't just sit here and be pissed off. So I came out here and I did some fishing. And I feel better now, you know? And I'll get another job. I'm not worried about it. I'm a journeyman painter. I could work hard. I do build fences, ditches, whatever, you know. I'll get myself more work. I just don't need to be talked down to like that, you know. Told I'm not working hard when I'm the only one that was really working hard. But anyhow, that happened. I'm over it now. I caught a big old catfish. It makes me happy. Oh, yeah. That's life. That's life. You know, it happens, bro. I only worked with the guy for a couple weeks. Like I said, I'm a journeyman house painter. So I was just trying to fill time in because it's starting to be fall and painting work gets slow this time of the year. So I was like, all right, I'll go do this for a while. And you know, it is what it is. I'll get work painting houses again, and I'll be happier doing that anyhow. It is what it is. Definitely at the end of the world. Get one more big fish. Come on. I got about 10 more minutes. I'm going to have to wrap it up. Thank you for hanging in here with me, Whisker Biscuit. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. I'm still hopeful that I get one more fish in the next 10 minutes here. I mean, you know, it's very possible. Very possible. Whoa. Changed my camera around on me. Wonder why I did that. That phone is twigging out.
It's about done, this phone. I'm going to have to replace this thing. Oh, that guy's wakeboarding out there just biffed it. All right, let me set you guys up here. If anybody's watching. I kicked it. Come on, Miss Fish.
All right, folks. All right, Whisker Biscuit. Appreciate that. I may be out there one day. You never know. But to everybody else, thank you, bro. Everybody else, and you too, brother. I got to get out of here. So y'all have a good evening, afternoon, and take care. Tight lines. Have a good one.